Blog Talk Radio.
Alternative facts.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. At 12:07 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, numerous unidentified objects of unknown intent and unknown origin were detected at high altitudes over multiple locations of Earth's outer space by the National Radio Astronomy Observatory, and these objects are presumed to be some form of controlled aircraft. It is not known if more of these aircraft will arrive, or if they will attempt entering Earth's atmosphere. United States citizens are encouraged to monitor local media outlets, as more updates will follow as information becomes available. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Attacks by the undead have been reported in several states across the country. The dead are rising from their graves and are attacking the human race. At this time, it is expected that more attacks of this nature will occur in several other states in the next few hours. The intent behind their attack is unknown at this time. It has been observed that a bite or exchange of fluids is a method of transmission. This is an extremely dangerous situation if they crave the taste of human flesh. It is not known whether this event will last for hours, days, or even longer. Stay calm, as authorities have been dispatched to deal with these creatures. An all-clear siren will be sounded when this situation is under control. Pacific Standard Time, nor is detected a long-range nuclear missile launcher. This missile is believed to be headed in the direction of all residents within a 400-mile radius of this area should seek a fallout shelter immediately.
Welcome to Within the Chaos with your host, Rodney the Viking Shortridge. I want to give a big old shout out to the Facebook paranormal groups that allow us to post our shows on their pages and helping us to get the word out about all of our guests. If anyone would like to speak to Black Diamond Paranormal Society, BDPS, to discuss your paranormal questions or issues, go to our website at blackdiamondps.org or email blackdiamondps@yahoo.com. As always, our services are free.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. You can listen in by calling 516-387-1922, or you can go to the Vibe Radio Network website at blogtalkradio.com/Vibe Radio Network. For deep within the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, I'd like to welcome everyone and thank you for listening to Within the Chaos. My name is Rodney Shortridge, and I'll be your host tonight. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to my cousins up in Ohio, Jennifer and Joe Shortridge of 222 Paranormal. If you get a chance to check out their talk show, you can find them on Facebook under 222 Paranormal. Well, howdy, everyone. I hope everybody's been bunkered in with this virus. I noticed I've seen on TV and also had discussions or debates or just flat out fucking fights with people over this. And, I just want people to stay safe. I know I know you need to work. We all need to work. We all need to make money, but don't do you no good if you're dead. You can make all the money you can, but don't do no good if you're in the ground. And there's a lot of people that I know that had family members that have died from this, from out of state, some within state. So, please show some respect to the men and women, the nurses, the doctors, and the firefighters, the EMTs, the police, our state representatives. Show them some respect, man. They're doing the best they can, and to try to save lives. And some of you people are just going batshit crazy, and y'all got to calm it down. You're going to get more people killed with this than you're actually helping. I mean, gosh, you're doing more harm, man. Y'all just got to watch it. I hate to bring this up first to the show, but shit, it's been on my mind, and we just got to get our crap together, man. Well, with that being said, our special guest tonight is an author and a paranormal and cryptic UFO and alien researcher. Her name is Alissa Plakaros. I hope I didn't tear it up too bad, but let's go ahead and see if I can get her on. Well, it's my honor to welcome Alissa Plakaros. I hope I got it that time. Thank you so much for being on the show. I hope you can hear me and I didn't run you off.
No, thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. It's an honor to have you on. Thank you so much for coming on. And like I said, I hope I didn't pee you off. I have a tendency to piss people off really fast.
Yeah, that's good. I don't get mad easy, so it's all good.
All right. Well, I hope you're being safe and everything's going okay with you wherever you're at.
I work in the healthcare, so I'm kind of in the middle of all this lovely stuff going on right now.
Well,
but I've been trying to stay safe as I can.
Well, I've got family and friends that work in the healthcare and, firefighters, all of it. And, even my kids. And, I thank you all so much. You all are taking on a heavy burden and still being able to go to work and doing what you can to try to help people. My hat's off to you all. I applaud you all. Thank you so much. Well,
it's something I enjoy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay right now. Oh, but you're fine.
Well, can you tell us a little bit what you do in the healthcare system?
I do housekeeping and laundry in the facility here in my town. I've been there for 3 years now. It's been pretty chaotic, yeah.
Yeah, you really in it.
Oh yeah.
I used to work in a nursing home when I was like 18 years old, and I did housekeeping and laundry, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't see how anybody can do this. I got to get out of this damn place. So even all the way back then, I was like, ooh, wow, how can anybody do this work? Well, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Other than that, what influenced you or got you started in research and investigating, the different cryptics and stuff and the paranormal that you do?
Well, that's something I've always been into. I guess it started when I was little. Me and my grandma used to watch Godzilla, King Kong, all that kind of stuff together. And I've always watched Bigfoot stuff, and I don't like werewolves, so I don't really watch werewolf stuff. But it's something I've always been into, you know. I always figured, you know, we can't be alone out there. There's too much stuff unknown, too much things that happen that's unexplained. So I guess for me, I just want to know more answers than we have, but usually leads more questions than answers when I go into this stuff.
Well, which did you start with? Did you start with the paranormal, or did you just go straight into like cryptics? And which one of the cryptics do you research? You know, I guess is your favorite that you really dig into, Bigfoot or Mothman or what?
Well, I would say it was the paranormal first because I've been in a couple haunted houses and the ghost hunting, but I didn't start researching Bigfoot and cryptos. Well, I've always been into it, but I had my first experience with Bigfoot in 2015, so that made me really want to go more into it and try to figure out what's going on out there. And my favorite one, besides Bigfoot, is the Mothman, because I have I guess you say family connection to the Mothman in a way, because I'm related to Chief Cornstalk, who supposedly started the whole Mothman. Yes.
That's awesome.
And I'm also related to the people that killed Chief Cornstalk. So I have like a double whammy.
Well, are you from West Virginia where you kin to everybody?
No, I'm from Ohio, but I have family from West Virginia, Kentucky, all over the place.
Cool. I know the feeling there. So what was your Bigfoot experience like?
It was back in 2015. Me, my mom, my cousin, and my stepdad, we was camping at Salt Fork for a Bigfoot conference. And we was all laying in the tent listening to the birds, the owls, and crickets, and coyotes. And in the mix of the coyote, there was this howl that did not seem right. And when it went off, everything got quiet. The crickets stopped, the owls stopped. It was so quiet. If somebody dropped a pin, you could probably hear it. And I laid there for a couple of minutes we all laid there. I was like, what was that? Because that wasn't a coyote. It was not an owl. And the next night, my mom called. She asked if we was anywhere down by the campsite because she heard it again, but closer. And like, no, nowhere near you. So I decided to do some research, and a week before we went camping, the same place campsite was, there was a Bigfoot seen walking across the street. So I was thinking it's probably the same Bigfoot that was there like a week ago, getting into the trash.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my very first Bigfoot experience. I've had more since then, but that was my first one.
Well, tell me about the other one. I mean, you got me all excited about all this, because I tell you, I love to tell me their stories about, you know, their experiences and stuff. It tickle me to death.
I've had experience with Bigfoot, the Men in Black, which was really creepy, and a couple paranormal stuff. My other Bigfoot was not that long after the Moth. I go to the Mothman Festival every year. And I had a friend, he had a cabin in the middle of Wayne National Forest. And the first time I stayed there with them, and there was nobody around. It's like 5 miles from the closest neighbor, Amish. Me and him was sitting there, and we could hear like whoops going off in pretty much right outside his door. It was so close. We heard wood knocks. And then a year after that, we was coming back to the Mothman Festival, and we turned the corner, and my eye caught something, and it looked off for me, like I didn't know if it was a tree or anything, because there's a lot of trees. So the next day, me and him, we went back to where I seen it at, because I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a tree, it wasn't anything. And we went back, and what it was not there. You could see there was something was kind of sitting down at.
Mm-hmm.
And that same day, we have in the back of his cabin is woods, and he has a little gifting area for where he takes stuff out. And every time I go there, I go out and talk to them, bring you something, and I looked up, and I seen something step out from behind the tree. He was about 8 foot tall. He had reddish brownish fur, and the sun was hitting his fur, so I could see it. It was amazing.
Oh, wow.
And every time I go there, there's a family there because I found like little baby footprints and stuff. And every time I'm there, when I was like talking, you can hear something moving around. And sometimes they do wood knocks, and you can hear them howl. It's pretty cool. I love it there. It's nice and peaceful.
It's kind of hard to be peaceful or trying to camp out and hear something in the background. You know, to me, I'd be back there. Like,
it doesn't bother me. Yeah, he doesn't really bother us. He just stays in the woods. Every now and then he will let us know he's there, but once in a while it's like quiet. You don't even hear it once in a while, but you know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know. I find it nice because I like staying in the cabin in the woods. It's peaceful. We get no phone service, and his house is haunted, which makes it even better.
Oh, wow.
So I get 2 for 1, Bigfoot and Ghost.
Heck yeah. Well,
but it's a little kid spirit there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because his cabin is where his cabin's based at. Used to be an old elementary school, and it burnt down. And he has some of the parts to it, so every now and then we hear a little boy running upstairs. He loves playing with cars. And one night, me and Mom was sleeping, and we heard him running around playing. It was about, I'll say 10:30, 11, and I said, okay, it's time to go to bed, because it was getting late. And next thing I know, me and Mom heard, like, the Brahms lullaby, like somebody opened a music box beside us. We looked at each other like, what was that? Our phones, we have no service up there. So my mom went downstairs, asked our friend, his girlfriend, if they had like any music boxes upstairs or anything that played music. They looked around, nothing that played that. So we have no idea where that came from. But that little boy's still there, and every time we go there, he plays with the cars because I always bring him little Hot Wheels, and he likes to sit in the rocking chair, and you hear him running around playing. He stays to himself, though. He's a good little kid.
Wow. Well, there's a county over for me that had people always talk about how little elementary school there always had people talk about stories of it being haunted by a couple of kids. But the thing is, they researched it, and there was never a kid that ever passed away there. Do you think that some of these little kid spirits might just cling into an area that might have the energy of all these little kids, and they find their way there and just they decide to stay there?
Yeah, I've been to a couple of places that I've been ghost hunting that has little kid spirits. Some of them are not very nice stories. How I found out they were there, I feel bad for them. Like they can't leave pretty much because something's holding them there.
Mm-hmm. So you towards the kids there or something?
Yeah. Last year, me and my mom went to Bryan, Ohio. We go there for ghost hunts all the time. There's an old mill there that it still stands, but it burnt down. So it still stands, but it's no longer in use. But it's pretty active, and there was a lot of kids that worked there in the basement. But there's a dark energy there that won't let the kids leave. And then I found out that Bryan used to be a little brothel town, and there is a train track right next to the place, and some of the stories I heard about was like when the women had their kids and they didn't want them, they just throw them on train tracks and let the train kill the babies. All the kids, they sell them to work. Yeah. So it's pretty dark, but that dark spirit's there. People say like when they go to lock up the place at night, it fights them to lock it and everything. I got a picture of this dark spirit. It was pretty creepy. I still have it.
Wow. You need to stitch up a website and post this stuff. But you gotta watch, because I got stuff on my website of investigations I've done. And of course, you hear everybody, fake that. That's bullshit. That ain't crap. So you got.
I got a couple of I got pictures of tracks somewhere. My friends say that, but I don't post them because one time I did, and it was like, oh, it's fake and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking this down, whatever.
Yeah, like I'm gonna waste my time taking us some damn thing, do all this for a picture.
Yeah.
No, much work. No, I'm lazy. I'm an old lazy man. I'll take a picture. That's what you get. If that's what it is, it's what it is. If it ain't, it ain't. So, what type of equipment do you use? When you're investigating this stuff, you use K2s or laser thermometer, all that good stuff.
Right now, only thing I have is just a DVP recorder I just got. I haven't gotten a cool equipment yet because I don't really go out that much to get it. But I forgot one cool experience. Me, my mom, and my friend's girlfriend had. We were sitting outside at the cabin by ourselves in the dark. I think this was during a mosque. No, it was just us because we go up there once in a while and just hang out. And we were sitting out back talking. It was dark, and there was lights. It was hitting. There was a clothesline, and all of a sudden it fling like something fling the clothesline, like went up in the air and bounced, and it made like a snap sound. And there was nothing there to do that. So the next day we went out. We found actually a track by it, and where it tied in, it was lifted up. Like something broke it, so we think so. We couldn't see anything, which was weird. But it was lights on it. But where it was, we didn't see do it. It was we couldn't react it or anything. My mom tried to make the noise, nothing. We couldn't. That was creepy.
Oh wow, yeah. I've been on some places that especially this lady, a good friend of mine that's been with me ever since I started Black Diamond. They've been a couple of times we've been places and she gets so scared she's actually pee-peed on herself, and I've always made fun of her over it. And she started bringing, extra change of panties and jeans and stuff, and I'd always make fun. She would popping and cracking something or seeing a shadow and couldn't explain. And I don't know why sometimes she get freaked out, and she's like, I just peed on myself. I'm like, you got to get that checked. So have you had any PT moments for yourself?
No, but I think the scariest thing that ever happened to me was me and my mom about 2016, 2017. My grandpa owns property in Mansfield, Florida, which is like not that far from the Kennedy Space Center.
Mm-hmm.
We can actually see the Space Center if we go to a certain place. You can watch the rocket launches. And me and my mom, we went to CVS. And we got out of the car, about 4 parking spots, maybe 5. There was this black SUV, and these 4 people came out in black suits, black sunglasses, and the whole 9 yards. I looked at my mom, and I didn't say it very loud, and I was just joking. I'm like, would that be funny if that was them in black? They looked at us and laughed. I'm like, okay, that's a little creepy. So we went to the store. It's probably not in there for a good 10, 20 minutes, if that. And they never came in. We went back out, and they were gone. I'm like, okay, where do these people go? So I messaged my good friend, Nick Redfern. So I'm like, hey, Nick, I got a question for you. And I told him what happened. And a couple of days later, he called, and I explained to him what happened. and describe what they look like. He's like, sweetie, I hate to tell you this, but you just seen them in black. I'm like, thanks for telling me that.
I'm like, wow.
I was just creepy because they looked at us and laughed when I said that. They didn't go in the store. I don't know where they went, where they came from. It was eerie.
Well, I noticed in your bio, you talk, and also the intro where it's talking about you investigate UFOs and aliens. Have you done something or found something that may have caused them to come by and check you out?
No, not as I know of, but I have, because he lives not that far from the Space Center, and my friend, he told me that it's common seeing the Men in Black near the Space Center, so I wonder if I was just out at the right place, or I'll say wrong place at the wrong time, and kind of caught them off guard maybe, because the night before I was outside, and in the sky was like this triangle-looking thing that the lights were changing colors, so I wonder if I just caught them off guard or something.
They might have caught you off guard. Yeah.
Possibly. Never know. Especially with them.
I've never dealt with them, and I don't think I'd be like, hey, show me some ID.
I didn't really believe in Men in Black, because I always thought it was like, it was a movie kind of thing. But then when I seen them, and now people make a joke about them, like, I wouldn't joke about the Men in Black.
No.
But there was actually a rocket launch that night, too, that all this happened.
Now, I've noticed on my show that they've been times that we've been, with other guests that we talk about the Men in Black. Next thing I start having trouble, technical problems, and then
That's
can't
weird.
have the show. Yeah. So if y'all listening, be really careful not to piss y'all off. So calm it down.
Yeah, because you never know. Oh, and me and my mom, for my birthday last year, we went to my friend's house, stayed a couple of days, and we went out to a spot where a friend seen one across the bridge, and me and Mom heard something walking in the woods, and all of a sudden, we heard this sound like kind of chatter. I don't know what it was. It wasn't in English. I have no idea. The best way to describe it was samurai chatter. That's what it sounded like. Like there was two of them talking to each other. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Me and Mom just looked at each other like, what was that?
You sound a lot like me. You always see and hear a lot of stuff, and you're like, people gonna think I'm crazy, man.
I didn't say anything because I don't know. My mom heard it, and then she asked me if I heard that. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not hearing things.
I started seeing and hearing things when I was young, and I'd tell my dad. Dad'd be like, "Don't be telling people; they think you're crazy and put you in one of them houses where you got you in that jacket."
That's what we say all the time with our family.
Yeah, I got family like it too. They think it of me, but I say, oh, it's them. They're the crazy ones, not me.
My family's a little crazy, but in a good way.
Well, I've known some people. I got some family up there in Ohio, so don't worry. I got a little bit of craziness up there too. So, geez.
Oh boy,
Are you there? Please don't tell me I've lost you.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
We can blame the Men in Black for it.
It just got real quiet, and I'm like, oh, man, don't tell me. I'm sorry, Men in Black. I'm messing up. I've had good shows the past year. Don't fuck this one up for me. God. So, what other kind of experiences have you had? I noticed you got aliens. You just researched that, or
I just
have you
do
had
research. I haven't really had any, as I know. Well, I've seen maybe one. Well, not any aliens. I've seen the space, like UFOs. As I know of, I haven't had really any encounters with aliens, but you never know.
Because the world, I would say, aliens.
But other thing besides the Men in Black, one time me and my cousin we was outside looking at the sky and we was watching this. First we thought it was an airplane, but it started changing colors and it sped up and went towards the moon and it disappeared. And I'm like, okay, that's not an airplane, that's not a satellite, that's no.
Well, see, my mom, she don't believe in all this, and we're sitting on her porch, and it's up on the hill, her trailer, and, you know, it's about 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it's been, I don't know, about 3 years ago. It's summertime, and I see this red light slowly going across the skyline. I said, look, right there's a UFO right there. And she's like, bullshit. I said, well, look, ain't no airplane gonna move that damn slow. And then it stopped. And I said, how many airplanes you know gonna stop in the middle of the air like that?
Yeah.
And then it started going backwards. I'm like, holy shit, that plane just went backwards. She kept watching it. She's like, I don't know. All of a sudden, there's like a big explosion. It looked like fireworks. Somebody shot off a big firework, like, I don't know,
wow,
100 miles away. And then she looked at me and she's like, well, hell with this. I'm going back in the house.
The funny thing is, before we went camping and had this Bigfoot encounter, my mom didn't believe in Bigfoot. She didn't really believe in it. But now, since most of these encounters I've been having, she's been with me. So now she's like, okay, yeah, there's definitely something that's going on outside at night that's out there. I'm like, yeah, it's a little.
It's
for a while.
When I get to experience it, yeah, I told you I wasn't crazy, damn it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm crazy, but not that crazy.
Well, have you talked to any, like, Bigfoot researchers and explained to them, you know, what's going on that you're hearing and seeing and witnessing?
Yeah,
See
I have.
see if they come up and help you?
A lot of them, they know where it's at. We just haven't been out there yet because of those schedules and timing and all this going on right now.
Yeah, and the coronavirus is kind of screwing everything up.
I know. I had 3 conferences now that's been canceled until next year, and I got one in October. Hopefully that one doesn't get all jacked up.
Well, I started 2 years ago. I started Phantom Fest down here, and this year I called it off early because I've had some health issues and I was working on it. And now with coronavirus, it kind of double blade sword now. It's like, well, we'll do it next year.
Yeah, I had one. I was supposed to have one last month, but they moved it. They moved it into October. I was supposed to have 2 next month, but they canceled it until next year. I was like, come on, people.
Well, I mean, it's I know it's hard. It's hard not to.
I mean, I understand.
You just, yeah. I like I said, I got on top of this. I got people I know, family, friends that don't even believe this shit's going on, and then I know people that have actually had their loved ones that have passed away with me, and they told me, you know, this is a terrible way to die, and you know, people need to be careful. But you can't tell some hard-headed people. Oh, listen. I ain't taking no chance on getting that shit. I got diabetes and everything. That killed me. My doctor even told me, he's like, you're going to be dead, Rod. I was like, oh, Lord.
Yeah, I got a family that has a lot of breathing issues and stuff, and I come home and I'm like, yeah, it's just what I want to do.
Yeah. See, if you came around me, I'd be spraying your ass down, quarantining you, and everything.
No, I come home and I like solve my shoes and take a shower and make sure I have all the whatever I had on in a washer. So I just do what I can.
So where you working? I mean, have you seen anything, at the hospital or that you're working at?
I work in a nursing home right now.
Or, well, hey, those are the worst ones now. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
You ain't had the virus come through your nursing home, have you?
We just got hit with it.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
And I'm like, great. We don't have many people right now, knock on wood. Thank goodness.
Well, I know the nursing home around here, they actually were talking about actually shipping people to this nursing home that has it.
Yeah, they was talking about putting people in that was recovering from it, but that never happened. But now we got about 6 residents that have it, and I'm like, great. So
yeah. Ain't good. I hope everything works out. I do, because I know this is rough for everybody, and especially that's got it. Got the disease or I mean the virus, or it's just, I don't know. It's just bad.
It is. I can't go see my grandpa because I'm exposed and I don't want to get to him. So it's like, ugh. Oh, what's our dog?
I know my granddaughter. She's 9. She comes and sees me, and she's worried to death about it. And she's like, Papa, I don't want to get you sick. I said, well, you're not sick, honey. You ain't got it. Don't worry. I said, if you did have it, or I even thought you had it, you wouldn't be here. I said, because, I don't want you, I'd hate for, can you imagine living with that? Some little kid or you, that accidentally exposed your grandparents to it and killed them. I couldn't live with that. Myself. I'd tear me up.
That would be terrible.
It would, but there's a lot of people out there. It seems like they don't give a shit.
No, not me.
No, you seem like a good kid, man. How long have you been doing this research and stuff that you're doing? How long have you been doing it?
Oh, man. Well, I would say I've always been into it, but actually researching about 5 years now.
Oh, cool.
Like,
cool.
Actually getting into it. I speak at my library for right now, but like every 3 or 4 months, they had me come in and do. Last year, I started with the summer program. We talked about UFOs. I go in and talk about Bigfoot one time and ghosts. This year, if we have it, just want me to come in again and talk about something. I can't remember what it was, but it's a summer program. They have me there almost every couple months to talk about stuff. It's pretty funny. Kids love it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know from your bio you said that you've, researched the Mansfield Reformatory and a few other. Yeah, can you tell me about Mansfield, because I've always wanted to go there.
Actually, that got canceled because it was one of the conferences I was supposed to speak at, and I was looking forward to that. So I won't know until next year.
Okay.
I've heard stories about it, but I haven't been there yet. But I've been to the Mansfield Reformatory. That was an interesting day for us. I've been to the Thomas House Bed and Breakfast. I stayed a night there, actually. That was an interesting night. Stayed a night at the Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. That was interesting. I've been to Father John's a couple times. I've been to Old Paulding Jail a couple times. Man, I can't think of. It's some of the big places I've been to, and some just little ins and outs. Like my aunt's house is haunted. My house is haunted. But my favorite place I've been to is Father John's.
Oh. So what happened there?
it's an old church, but there's a crypt down in the basement that still has bodies, and one of it was they built it as a bar action down there, and they have a table hanging over the old crypt where there were still bodies at. And there's been people hearing like German talking and ladies laughing in an old church. It's been pretty cool and creepy at the same time.
What do you work with a team, or do you just get permission and do like a solo thing, or how does that work with you?
The place I've been going to, you just go with other people because I find that these people that do ghost hunts, so we just go along and do that. I'm part of a podcast. We haven't really done anything yet because of not this year because of this virus.
Yeah.
But I usually don't go alone and stuff. I try not to.
Yeah, everybody gets mad at me because I tend to wander off. And
I
don't
do too
mean
sometimes.
I don't do it on purpose.
Oh no, that's how I got that picture of that shadow person and just wandered off because something was, I don't know, I just had feelings. And that's when they're there and have pictures and you can see it manifesting to a person. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we had experience last year in October with, I don't know what it was. We went camping to another conference with me and my mom and boyfriend, and he went to walk to the bathroom. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. He came back in, and 10, he said, "There's something outside following me." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, he heard it walking. He's like, it was trying to say it was a bobcat or something. Like, no, you can't hear a cat because it'll be quiet. Uh-huh. He's like, well, it was a bear. I'm like, you won't hear a bear because then, again, it'll give away its hiding spot. And all night, we heard something walking behind our tent all night, like pacing. Uh-huh. And it was creepy. And then we turned our light on our tent, and it backed up. But all night, you could hear it walking. So we didn't get no sleep that night, for maybe 4 hours. Because we were just scared to go to sleep because we don't know what it was.
Oh, yeah. But did it sound like, somebody like walking or on 2 legs or 4 legs?
It was on 2 legs, definitely, because it was big, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
And where it was, there was only 3 tents where it was, and behind us was nothing but woods and trees. So yeah.
I'd be picturing in my head laying there trying to sleep, like, please don't pick up the tent and beat my head in on a tree.
That's what I was worried about. Because I'm like, what? I'm like, I was sitting there thinking, like, okay. My mom heard it walk beside her in the tent. She's like, okay, I'm moving. We're just laying there like, what are we going to do? Because we had nothing to protect ourselves with. Like, if it was a cat or, just spraying through my mind, like, what are we going to do? Mm-hmm. One of those, I don't know, I guess it was my mind, I was more thinking, like, how are we going to protect ourselves if something comes and attacks us?
That's why when I go hunting, I take a gun. I just in case. I'll shoot it in the air. I'll give you opportunity. Boom! Get away. I got a gun. Get away. I will shoot your ass.
Sadly, I didn't have mine. It was at home.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
And you sit there with a little pocket knife going, well, this is going to suck. It's going to hurt.
Especially you sit there thinking, like, and we had like an axe, like, oh yeah, if it's Bigfoot, what's it gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah. To make it mad.
Make it mad.
Yeah. Like, sorry, I had to take a shot at you, Ooh, and you're like, oh, you just piss all over yourself then. So what do you think, in your opinion, what happens after death? Do you think what we're seeing is spirits, or do you think it might be something maybe dimensional?
I think it's spirits, because Sally, my brother, passed away a couple of years ago, and me and my mom we still see him and hear him around the house.
Okay.
Like the other night, a while ago, my mom seen him downstairs by the door. She seen his shadow, and the other night I seen him in my room staying by the door. And I see my grandma. She's passed away when I was probably about 12. I still see her here and there, like her shadow. The only time I see my grandma is when I'm having a bad day or something. That's when she shows up. Let me know if things okay.
Okay.
And then I feel better.
Do you think that, because this is a theory I have, and a lot of people I've spoke to, they kind of agree with me. Some do, some don't. But I'll ask you your opinion about this. With spirits, shadow people, Bigfoot, Mothman, UFOs, aliens, and so forth, I feel like they're all connected somehow. I don't know how.
I do too. It's funny you mention that. There's been a lot of Bigfoot and UFO sightings at the same time. And Ohio has one of the biggest reports of that. So I have a feeling that UFOs and Bigfoots are connected some way, somehow. Are they the same thing, or are they just, I don't know. Because I find it very interesting that there's a UFO sighting and then boom, Bigfoot sighting. That is not coincidence.
Well, see, that's the reason why I kind of go with that multidimensional type thing, because I know a lot of Bigfoot reports about the Mothman and a lot of these other cryptics. You'll see them, somebody else.
And then they're gone.
Yeah, and then they're just gone, and there's no trace. It's like you follow their footprints or trail or something for a certain amount of time or area, and then it's gone. It's like it disappeared.
Yeah, something that big. Where can it go? How can it disappear? If it's fake, there'll still be tracks, especially in the snow. I have that, or it's like a shape-shifting thing, too, maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're shapeshifters, and like they're in a day or night. They're, I don't know. Or like skinwalkers. There we go. Because I have Native American blood in me, so I believe in skinwalkers. So I was thinking maybe Bigfoot's a skinwalker or something like that. I don't know. That's just one of the questions. What is it? We don't know.
That's true. There's a lot of unknown, and there's people that's been seeing things. Gosh, even before Native Americans. I mean, go way, way back.
Oh yeah. The weird thing is, because how I mentioned about my heritage and connection with the Mothman. Only whenever I'm in that area, it's only when I'm down around Point Pleasant. Every time I go to sleep, I always have a dream or something of two glowing red eyes. It's only when I'm down here, though. Nowhere else.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if it's the Mothman trying to tell me something or what. But it's only when I'm in that area and down that way, which I find very weird.
Well, do you ever have that? Because I've read stories where people, even with Bigfoot or a creature like it, having like some kind of telepathic message from them.
I don't know.
You that?
That's what I'm just trying to figure out, because I don't know what it's trying to say or do. It's always just two glowing red eyes. It's black, and it's always there. It only happens when I'm there. So I'm trying to figure out why. If it's trying to tell me something, if it's because I have a certain connection with it, or what. It's just been bothering me. It's been happening since I started going to the Mothman Festival and started going that way. And then now, all of a sudden, when I go there, it's like, boom. It knows. I don't even have to go to Point Pleasant. And when I hit that area, it happens. Like, it knows.
Well, are they still sightings of the Mothman going on right now?
I'm not sure, but a lot of people down there don't talk about it that much because it scares them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I know there's like Bigfoot sightings down here still and other things, but I don't think there's been Mothman sighting in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Not as I know of, because a lot of people don't talk about certain stuff.
Yeah. Now, I went to the Mothman Festival, a few of my friends and my daughters 3-4 years ago, and, I know they're really proud of their festival, but you're right. Some of the locals, when you try to talk to them, they just don't really want to talk about it.
You was probably there one time when I was there, because I've been going there for a while.
Well, I went because I'd never been before, and I've had a lot of people that that would tell me, "Man, you got to go up there. You got to go check it out." So I did.
That's
and
been
I had a great time.
on my list to do forever.
Well, there's some of the locals. They just, when I'd ask them questions, they just didn't act like they didn't even want to talk about it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, who put a stick in your ass? Why are you all? Well, you wanted people here. They're here now. Talk about it.
Yeah, don't go there if you don't want to talk about it. Come on.
Exactly. Because I've been to a lot of conferences and stuff,
Me too.
Where people have these haunted places, and man, they won't shut the shit up about it. And
I know.
My family really surprised me that they didn't really want to talk about it.
It's like, dude, don't come here then if you don't want to talk about it. And all these stores down there have big, like, Mothman stuff, and you go in there and ask them about it. Oh, we just sell it because it's here. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. It's like they don't even. A lot of people. I just feel. That's why I told the people I was with on the way back. I said, I just feel that they don't want you there, but they want you there to spend money, but they don't want you there to
talk about it. Yeah.
So I went back.
I didn't go last year, sadly, because something came up, but I'm going this year.
I hope they have it. I
so
do,
far, it's still going on, as I know of.
Now, I went to Pennhurst, me and a friend of mine. We went up there to a conference, and oh my God, that place is huge. And it's haunted as shit because we was walking through one of the buildings, and I had my camera on my chest, just, video recording as I was going. And I heard somebody, and it sounded just like Robin, say, "Hey, Rodney." And I was like, you hear me answer going, "Yeah." And then I walked around the corner, and I seen her. I said, "What do you want?" She said, "What do you mean, what do I want?" I'm like, "You just hollered at me." She said, "No, I didn't." I said, "I heard you." So I played it back to hear her holler at me, but it wasn't her. She says,
"That's creepy."
Yeah, it's creepy. And then when we was walking back, we were talking about, how creepy the place was and stuff. And it sounded like some woman, it was right there on my chest saying, "Get the fuck out." And it was really loud. And I didn't notice that until we got back. And that was kind of freaky.
I've heard a growl before, and it was ghost hunting. And everybody heard it was clear as day. And I heard that, I'm like, I didn't know how to react because it was really close to me. And last year, me, my mom, and my boyfriend, we went to Mansfield Reformatory. We did a self-guided tour, and we went up to the Warren area, and I walked past the bathroom, and I heard a female say hello. So I'm like, I walked around, see if there was anybody else upstairs with us. I said, "Mom, did you say anything?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, a woman just said hello, like clear as day." She's like, "I didn't say anything. There was nobody else out there but us." I'm like, "Okay." I'm good now.
Now, wait till you start, you do more, the more and more you do, it's funny. All the 12 years I've been doing this, of course, all the stuff I've seen and shit through ever since I was a kid, I don't know what it is, but 90% of the time when we go on an investigation, we'll get either man, woman, or child, or even older people. They'll, say my name. They'll be like, Rodney, Rod, and it's kind of creepy. And everybody else, when we're sitting there listening, they're like, why are they always hollering for you? Why don't they ever holler for us? That's for us. I said, because y'all not nice like I am. You're not funny like I am either. I'm pretty cool, even in the spirit world. They're like, yeah, there goes Rod. Hell yeah, that's a funny motherfucker right there.
That's funny.
I'm sorry if my cussing offends you. I apologize ahead of that because I do cuss a little bit. I try not to, but
I don't care. Trust me, it don't bother me.
It does slip out now and then.
It don't bother me. I think it's funny. It happens.
I appreciate it because there's some guests I have. I gotta be real careful. I love them to death. They're good people, but they don't cuss. But then I get those ones, man, that just cuss as much as I do or more, and I'm just like, hell yeah, here we go. People just sit back and relax because it's gonna get nasty.
That's great. And I had actually in my town long time ago, the judge in my town, he's also on a podcast, had a dogman encounter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he told me that. I'm like, great. He's like, cool. I said, the one thing I'm scared of now in my town. Thanks for ruining it for me.
Oh wow. That's I've had a lot of people on the show talk about the dog man. And what did he say about the dog man? Because they seem like they're really completely different creatures from what people explained to me.
He was out jogging. He was in high school when this happened. And my town's pretty much nothing but cornfields, which is typical Ohio.
Yep.
And he was jogging, it was late at night, and he heard something in the corn. And first he thought it was maybe a deer or something, but when he stopped, it stopped. And then he stopped running. It kept pace with him. And he just kept doing different stuff. And he just thought and realized, okay, this is not a deer. This is not whatever. And after a while, he got from the cornfield, and whatever it was stepped out, and he seen it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He still remembers that to this day. He's like, being a kid, or he was a teenager, like, that changes everything.
Uh-huh.
He's always been a believer in crypto, but now he's like, I know these things are real.
Well, what's the difference?
I've seen it.
Oh, man, and a werewolf.
I don't know. I don't like them. They're terrifying. Everybody laughs at me because everybody's scared of like spiders or something. Me, I am terrified of werewolves.
Well,
I don't know.
A big ass dog on a time. I'd be scared too. I'm a big old boy. Let me see a big ass wolf man walking around. I'd be like, yep, okay, I'm done. I gotta go.
Yeah, same. Because just like every time I go camping or something, I'm in the woods, I'm sitting there like, please don't be a dog man. Please don't be a werewolf. Please don't.
He'd take you some hunting cap.
Yeah, I have a heart attack if that ever happened. I mean, I don't even watch movies really that has to do anything with werewolves or stuff like that.
I'm serious. Yeah, I'd be the type that would do that and people be pissed off at me because be camping and stuff and hear that, and I'll be like, anybody bring you happy chow? Because we got a hungry ass big ass dog out here.
That's kind of funny though. But yeah, we was I went on a night hike one time at South Fork, and they were talking about like Bigfoot encounters, and somebody mentioned there was like a Bigfoot creature seen with a dog snout. I'm like, I'm leaving. Nope.
Yeah.
They're like, what? If it's a dog, man, or wherever, I'm gone. Peace out, people.
Yeah,
I'm not staying
do
here.
Dang.
They're like, there's bears. Like, okay, I don't care. There's bobcats. Okay, whatever. Werewolf. Okay, peace out. I'm gone.
Have you ever seen a bear walking on its back legs? That's freaky.
I have. That is. My grandpa, he lived in PA for a while. And he lived on top of a mountain, and he had a bear. I've never seen it, but I've heard it, and I named it Bob. And then they laughed at me because they're trying to talk to him. Like, how's Bob? Has he gotten trash lately?
Bob.
Have you done
Bob.
it? Yeah. Bob the bear.
Dang. No, I seen one time. I was walking on his hind legs, me and my brother, and I was like, "What the heck?" I mean, he just walked right by the ridge where we was at, and I'm like, "What the hell?" I didn't know they could walk like that long.
They can't walk very long, but sometimes they do, which is pretty cool.
It's kind of freaky. It kind of it might be cool, but it's kind of freaky too.
He has a little bit in between. I have mixed feelings about it.
Now you wrote a book, or you are writing a book?
I am writing a book. Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about it without giving too much away, so that way people buy you damn book?
It's about all the cryptics here in Ohio, pretty much. Like the Mothman, Dogman, Bigfoot, of course. We have a Loch Ness Monster here in Ohio, and Lake Erie. Let's write about different cryptics here in Ohio other than something than Bigfoot, you know. But yeah, been working on it, or trying to.
Well, I kind of wrote a book. I mean, it kind of wrote itself throughout the years I've been investigating everything, and just finally got it published in February, right when this shit hit, and I couldn't believe it because I was like, well, so much for selling a book.
That sucks, though.
The publicist, she sent me a message. She said, you sold 30 books. I'm like, 30? Wow. I'm surprised. Hell yeah. I said, at least somebody was, I appreciate everybody that bought one, but I don't know whether it's for the coronavirus, I need to think, for people bored and just say, hey, I'll buy a book.
Might be in between.
Yeah, it might be a tweener.
I was like, let's look at this. Let's just speed this because we can.
Well, I've got a few people that I know that's got it, and the first thing they said, they got me, here, Rob, I got your book, and guess what? After this is over and you can come out, you're going to sign my damn book. I'm like, wow. You don't have to be so mean.
Yeah, people have been on me about it. I'm like, well, it's kind of hard to do a book and have a full-time job, and like half the time I get home, I'm going straight to bed to get up to go to work the next day.
Oh, I'm sure. And I bet you get up early too, don't you?
Some days, yes. Like this weekend, I have to be at work at like 4 in the morning, and I don't want to.
See, I'm not a morning.
Either am I. I am not a morning person.
No. When I drove a truck, I used to drive tractor trailer all over the country. I haul produce, furniture, and stuff like that. And no, I did most of my driving at night. Yeah, that sun comes up. It's time for me to park and go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm a morning person either. And when I have to get up at 3 and get ready for work, and I'm like, why me?
He's like, I hate this damn job. Why can't I have a 9 to 5? That's what I always bitch about. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Tell me a little bit about you said something about a Loch Ness monster in your area.
Yeah, it's called. It's up in Lake Erie, and they named it Bessie because where at CNAP there was a power plant called Dave Bessie, and they said it rhymed with Bessie. I mean Nessie, so her name is Southside Bessie. Short, they call her Bessie, and what people describe it just pretty much looks like the Loch Ness monster in Scotland. So they call her the cousin of Nessie.
Well, that's cool.
I didn't know about it until I started getting into research. I'm like, oh, I go to Lake Erie all the time. I didn't even know we had a Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, there's a lady I had on the show a few weeks ago, and she's from up Minnesota, and she talked about some type of lake creatures up in y'all's area, and I was like, wow. I guess because of Great Lakes and stuff, and all these bigger lakes that's up north, can handle something like that. Our lakes down here,
Probably.
no, they can't handle that big. Well, what do you think about these TV shows? That the paranormal shows, the Bigfoot shows, and cryptic shows. Do you think they're hurting? The people that are actually doing investigations, or do you think they're actually
some
helping?
of them? I would say yes, because some of them I feel like they're making a joke of them. But some of them I personally know, and I feel like they're doing a pretty good job at touching the bases of what's going on. But some of the people are watching paranormal, and I'm like, what are you doing? You're making a joke out of this. Like, please stop.
Yeah. I know. We did, when was this, 2012, 13? We did my ghost story. We did about three of her cases. And they tried to make me, say things that wasn't true, and I wouldn't say it. And I even told my people about the lie. I said, you all be honest and stand your ground. And I threatened to leave. I told them, give me my, pay me to go back home. I said, I'm not lying. You either we tell the truth or I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
So they went ahead and did it. Makes you wonder how many people.
Oh yeah, I've heard many stories from the friends that were on TV about the stuff they try and make you say and do to get, views, and they're like, no, we don't want to do this.
I know they're in it to make money, and ratings is money, but let people just be honest and truthful. But do you know why? Because truthful and honesty is boring.
Yeah,
it really
exactly.
This investigations that you do, we do, and all these other people do, sometimes 99% of the time is boring as shit.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I've been ghost hunts and nothing happens.
Yep. And then you get that 1% or even 0.5% of the time, you get a noise or a good photo or a good video or something, but it's just so far few in between. Just be honest about it. It is. It's boring, but once you get it, you get some evidence, and you're like, yes.
Yep. You get excited, like, okay.
Yeah, like a little schoolgirl. Yay!
Yeah, pretty much, but it's something I enjoy, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just stay in it. It's not always exciting, but it is what it is.
Well, have you ever worked with anybody with psychic abilities?
No, I haven't.
Well, don't worry. They'll tell you they're psychic, and you'll find out they're not. I've worked with a lot of people that say it, but there's only been like a one or two. That I would say that they were a real thing. So watch out for those people.
Oh, that some people don't like that, and then I'm like, yeah, no.
Especially when they start asking you questions, and you're like, shouldn't you already know these answers?
Yeah. They're like, come on, you're a psychic. You should know this.
I had one psychic tell me, it don't work that way. I said, well, how the hell does it work? From what I understand, you all know this shit before it happens.
Yeah. Like, come on.
But, I'm not saying all people are not like that. There are some true psychics out there, and I'm sure the ones that knew what they want to talk about this are going to send me all these nasty letters, so I believe in you all.
Everybody has to have attention somehow,
Yeah. Well, what about Ouija boards? Have you dealt with them?
Nope, my mom did when she was younger, and she won't let me touch one.
Yeah, they are kind of spooky.
Because my aunt was playing with it, and she just said, like, she swears there's a picture of Jesus on the wall. She says she swears the eyes, like, came off of it, and yeah.
Wow.
So, I'm not allowed. She's older and she understands a little bit more, but I still don't want one in the house because you never know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people, and, I've dealt with them. I've actually, when I was way younger, actually put my hands on one, but my opinion, I think you give it the power. The people that are doing the thing with it, it's giving it its power to be positive or negative. And I do think it does open up something. And
I think as long as you know how to close it, you should be fine.
Problem is, nobody knows. There's a lot of people don't know how to close them, and then they're sitting there going, I've got something that ever since we did this, oh, Lord, I can't sleep. Doors open and shut. Something's in my bed. Yeah. Oh, my God. You're like, well, did you use a Ouija board? Yeah. Did you close it? I don't know how.
So don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Yeah, don't be. Did your mom and daddy ever teach you not to touch nothing hot? Don't touch flame because we will get burned.
Yeah. Jeez, people, I don't know. Some people just. Ugh.
Yeah, some people are. Yeah, I'll say are dumbasses.
Yeah, that's so true.
Well, what are some of the favorite places that you'd like to go? Investigate, whether it be paranormal or cryptic.
Paranormal wise, I would love to go to Beverly Hills in Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
I would like to go to Bobby Mackey's. I would like to go to the Pine Barrens to check out the whole New Jersey Devil thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
There's just so many places I like to go. I just want to travel and check everything out.
Well, all these places that you mentioned, especially like Waverly and stuff, the cost to go into these places is outrageous. Anywhere from $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, whatever. Well, what's your opinion about them charging, especially legitimate paranormal investigators, so much money to go on these investigations? I know they need to pay their bills and whatever upkeep and so forth, but my God, they'd get more people if they bring the price down some or a lot.
I don't know, because the reformatory here in Mansfield, let's see here, to do a night investigation, it's only $100 per person. And I'm
that's
like, that's not too bad. And they provide you, like, food and stuff. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, some places want an arm and a leg. I'm like, no. I would love to, but no.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of money.
It's like if I had $2,000 to spend just to go investigate for 4 or 5 hours, I'd buy me some more equipment.
Yeah, but most of the places I've been going ghost hunting, though, is usually an overnight thing. Like, we stay all night there. So I'm like, that'd be different.
Oh, yeah, if you get to stay overnight. You're absolutely right, from like 12 hours. If we could stay from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., okay, that's worth it. But most of these places charging these outrageous prices are like 4 or 5 hours, and that's it.
Yeah, like all the ghost hunts I've been to, like the one in the bed and breakfast, Thomas House and stuff, we actually stayed there. Like, we had rooms and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little not too pricey, but I paid for the room, food, and everything.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it was. That night didn't disappoint, though. It was an interesting day and night.
Well, that's good. You know, if you got something like that going on, that's great. But, you know, I know I've ran into situations where people want an arm and a leg, and I'm like, for just a few hours, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I can't afford that. No.
And I'll look at somebody's prices that he's in his face to. Like, I want to go there and see. I'm like, never mind.
I don't know if you ever watched Austin Powers, but anytime somebody says something stupid to me, I love using that line of, how about no?
Yes.
Hello,
Dr. Evil.
Like, yeah, Dr. Evil. How about no? Everybody's like, oh, stop doing that. And I'm like, how about no? I can't help it. You get into that rhythm, man. Feels good.
That's hilarious.
Well, I seeing how it's, you know, I know you get up early and you work for a nursing home and stuff, and you're probably tired. I'll let you go a little early, and I appreciate you coming on the show. I really do.
Thank you for having me on. I had a lot of fun. Oh,
I had a blast, and you know, if you got anything else you want to talk about, doors always open. And
definitely.
You know, if you got, you know, I got a couple more questions, and I'll let you go. Like,
okay.
You know, what's your plans for 2020? You know, rest of 2020. You know, you got any projects or anything you're working on that you can talk about? And also, do you have a website or anything that anybody can get a hold of you if they got any, you know, comments, thoughts, or questions?
Well, I had 4 conferences lined up, but because of this virus, everything's been canceled. So right now, I'm only speaking at one conference this year, which is in Littleton, North Carolina. And you can contact me on my Facebook, and I have a Facebook called Alissa Plakaros, which is also found on my regular Facebook. So if anybody wants to reach out to me, they can, and ask me questions, send me a message if they had any encounters or about anything. I'm an open book. I'm open to anything. Talk about anything.
Well, hell, I know. You know, wait, man, you sat here bullshitting.
Yeah.
You sitting all damn night. I do. I like I said to other guests this past few months, I've had a really great year with guests. You know, everything's just went so smooth as far as speaking to everybody, having a good time. And I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate you coming on the show and talking about, you know, the experiences and your life and things. I mean, I eat it up. I do. I love it.
And thank goodness the Men in Black, as we know of, wasn't listening.
Yeah, thank goodness. Now, they shut me down before. Somebody has, like, shut up, big guy. And then I'm sitting here scrambling, going, "What the hell happened?"
Like, I don't know. She put Men in Black. Stop listening to our conversations.
Yeah, I got a bad one. But see, I do have a way of pissing people off. I don't mean I have my own opinion, and I'm really highly opinionated too.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No, I agree. Everybody should have an opinion. I may not agree with you. I might not agree with you on your opinion, but hey, I can still be friends with you. But there's some people, especially, I don't know, with this new era and stuff that's going on, there's just some lines I just cannot cross with some of these people, and just I can't let it go because they're really attacking me, and I'm not attacking them. I'm just, this is my opinion, but like I told them, I'll post up anything about Black Diamond, about Within the Chaos, about my guests, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'll get a few people fly, but let me post up something that they disagree with. Oh, hell breaks loose.
Oh, yeah. I've been there. It's like, why does it care? It's not hurting you. I mean,
it feels like you're in school. Damn clique. I was never one in a clique. I was one of those people that I bullshitted and talked to everybody. Everybody was my friend. I didn't care how much money you had or you didn't have. I didn't care what kind of clothes you wore, what kind of cars you drove, or bicycle. I don't care. I was just like, hey, how you doing?
Same here. I just did whatever I want, talk to whoever I want. I just did my own thing.
And see, that's great. That's great. If more people were like me and you, the world would be a better place.
Unfortunately, they're not.
No. Well, Alissa, I do. I appreciate you coming on the show so much, and having a great time with you. And you stay safe.
Thank you for having me on. I had a lot of fun. You too.
And please just stay safe. That's all I worry about. And thank you so much. I applaud.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Anytime you want to come back, just let me know.
Definitely will.
Okay, well, you have a good night and a great weekend. And again, please stay safe.
You too.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, bye-bye. Well, everybody, that's a true hero right there. That's one of the heroes that's out there that's working so hard to keep us safe. And I thank her for that, and I thank her for coming on the show. These young people out here that's in the front lines that's kicking ass, and she's also trying to research and do what us old folks are slowly getting too slow to do. Nothing but mad respect for that. But next week, let me see, Thursday, May the 14th, I'll have author, mystic, healer, and artist, and storyteller, Sonia Grace. And looking forward to that. Looking forward to that show. I'm sorry, I'm just stumbling all over what I'm trying to say. But again, I want to thank all the nurses, doctors, hospital administrations, all the people that's working in the hospitals, the people that's doing all this cleaning in the hospitals and outside the hospitals of these businesses, public transportation, all the people driving the buses and trains and so forth. Thank you for your sacrifice and willing to work in such a terrible times right now. And also the truck drivers and the school teachers. It's just so many people, the meat packing plants, the farmers. There's just so many people out there that makes America great. That is still doing everything they can to keep us fed and clothed and safe. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. And there's just not enough thanking you all in the world. I mean, our military, thank you all. We all are heroes in America. that's what makes us so great. And this is the time we got to pull our shit together and quit this protest in our Capitol buildings with people coming in there. I mean, you can protest. I'm not saying stop protest. I'll never say that. I'm just saying you don't have to bring your guns. You can't shoot a damn virus. You can't see it to shoot it. And quit threatening our police. Quit threatening our politicians. And, if you want to threaten somebody, go to D.C. Threaten them. Don't be threatening the ones that here at your governors and your capitals. They're doing the best they can. They're limited on what they can do anyway. But please, let's just work together. We'll get through this. Because if we don't work together and get our shit together, there's going to be a whole lot more people die. That 76,000 people that's dead today, that number is going to climb to 100, 200,000. Or even higher. So, just everybody, please be safe. Have a great weekend. I love you all.
That's it for us tonight. I want to thank everyone that took the time to listen in. I'd like to give a big shout out to the Vibe Radio Network and to Ryan for putting up with us. Also to all the first responders and our men and women in the armed services. Thank you for your service and the sacrifices that you and your families make every day to keep our great nation safe. Tune in next week to another exciting show starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone can go to our Facebook page Within the Chaos, and don't forget to like our page to see upcoming guests along with past shows, postings, or you can also go to my website at www.blackdiamondps.org or blogtalkradio.com/Vibe Radio Network. Also, we have a YouTube channel, so go to YouTube, look up Within the Chaos for past shows. Thanks again. Until next week, everyone have a safe weekend and have a good night. And love you all. Be careful out there.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!